Hey, this is Dan. I'm trying something new this update. This is our monthly update for the beginning of March. My last update was a month ago. And so first on the training front, Mike and I did 2 training hikes since my last blog update, a week ago and 3 weeks ago. We're hiking 9 to 10 miles with about 40 pounds on our backs now. It is difficult, still having some pain in the hips or ankles, as the case may be, but doing very well. We're continuing our circumvention of the southern shore of Falls Lake on the Falls Lake Trail, and we've done about 60 miles altogether. We've only got about 4 miles that we haven't done, so we'll take care of that real soon and then go back and hit our favorite spots on the trail. In terms of preparation, we crossed a big milestone this week where we hit the 6-month mark from the time that we actually go into the woods in August, actually August 13th. And the reason that's important is that we had to get permits to hike out of Yosemite Valley up to Tuolumne Meadows on our own before we hook up with Southern Yosemite Mountain Guides in Tuolumne Meadows. So that's 22 additional miles. The permits are very hard to get, and we were able to secure permits for that. So that was a big checkpoint for us, and it also means that we're inside 6 months between now and the time we actually start our trip. So those are a couple updates along the preparation side. Medical update, I've been very, very fortunate to have very little to say over the past several months on the medical side. My counts have been strong and consistent. I feel great. I'm working out, not only doing the preparatory hikes that I mentioned, but also 3 or 4 workouts a week on the Stairmaster and with weights and so forth. But this week I did get notification from my doctors that my liver numbers are up a little bit, and in fact up a reasonably high amount. And so there's a little bit of a concern that I might have some kind of a virus in my liver, which would come under the heading of hepatitis. Can be dealt with, but we're still not sure what's causing the counts to go up. Another possibility is graft versus host disease, either a delayed reaction from the original transplant or possibly a reaction to the T-cell infusion that I got from my sister's, Lori's, T-cells back in late November. So we're working on that. They're doing various tests to see what's going on, and we are staying calm and trusting the Lord in this as in all things. In fact, one of the things that was brought to my mind when you get news like that, your first reaction is uh-oh. But I've thought about how God delivered the Israelites out of Pharaoh's hand, and continually reminded the Israelites as they went through the desert and went into the promised land that, hey, I am the God that delivered you from Pharaoh's hand. I am the God that parted the Red Seas for you, so that you could cross into safety. And so my imprisonment, if you will, under Pharaoh was last 2011 when I went through the transplant, right? And so I was reminded that I need to remember that God delivered me out of that situation, and He continues to be with me, and I will continue to trust Him in all things. So I want to say again, thanks to everyone who's been supportive. Actually, one other point, on my website at Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are over $35,000 now raised towards leukemia and lymphoma research, and there's just great things going on there. I will post a link along with this video to a couple of articles that show that lives are really being saved, and really there are people who are being snatched from the hands of death with life-saving treatments that have nothing to do with chemotherapy, nothing to do with transplants. They are modified cellular gene therapies that are really, really exciting. So that's the update for the beginning of March. I appreciate all your support and prayers, and I hope you guys have a great month. Thanks.